Gallagher Premiership. Leicester Tigers make league history after final regular season victory. Leicester Tigers are the first Premiership club to go through a season on top of the table after every round. Tigers will now face Northampton Saints in the semi-finals, with Saracens and Harlequins meeting in the other semi-final. Leicester Tigers' victory over Wasps on the final day of the regular Gallagher Premiership season ensured they became the first Premiership club to go through a season on top of the table after every round. Steve Borthwick's side will now face their East Midlands rivals Northampton Saints in the semi-finals and move into that match off the back of a 20-10 win over Wasps. Sponsored link. Russia's blockade of the Black Sea demands a global response. Nikkei Asia. Recommended by. Tries from Guy Porter and Freddie Stewart completed a clean sweep of home league victories at Mottioli Woods, Welford Road for the first time in 20 years. Defeat for Wasps, whose only try came from a late Will Porter breakaway, ended their slim hopes of gaining qualification for the Heineken Champions Cup, as London Irish finished above them in 8th position. Leicester's semi-final opponents, Northampton Saints, also go into the knockout stages off the back of a victory. Tommy Freeman showcased his burgeoning talent by scoring a hat-trick in Saints' 65-26 thumping of Newcastle Falcons. Saints scored 10 tries during an extremely open contest at Franklin's Gardens, and it means they are into the semi-finals for the first time in 3 years. It was not the finale Falcons director of rugby Dean Richards was looking for, as he ended a decade in charge. His side also had Sean Robinson sent off during the contest in Northampton. Twitter. Due to your consent preferences, you're not able to view this. Privacy options. Saracens, whose women's team claimed a third Premier 15s title in 4 years on Friday, will host Harlequins in the other Gallagher Premiership semi-final next weekend. Mark McCall decided to make wholesale changes to their starting lineup and rested his key men in round 26, including England internationals like Owen Farrell, Maro Itoje, Jamie George, Billy Vunipola and Elliot Daly. Away from home, Saracens fell to their second heaviest defeat in Premiership history, as Gloucester Rugby were superior in all departments and prevailed 54-7 at Kingsholm. The Cherry and White's first-half tries came from hooker Jack Singleton, flanker Jordy Reed and fullback Santiago Carreras. Further second-half tries were added by former Saracens player Singleton, replacement hooker Santiago Socino, Ollie Thorley, his fellow wing Lewis Rees-Zammit and flanker Jack Clement, while fly-half Adam Hastings kicked 7 conversions. A Max Malins try and a Manu Vunipola conversion provided Saracens solitary points. Harlequins travelled to Devon for their round 26 clash with Exeter Chiefs and were part of an extremely high-scoring encounter. A record crowd of 14,876 at Sandy Park saw Chiefs finish their season in style by triumphing 47-38 in a 13-try thriller. Despite being guaranteed a third-place finish, Quins decided to field a full-strength lineup, no doubt in order to remain battle-hardened ahead of their Exeter's tries came from Johnny Gray, Stuart Hogg, Ian Whitten, Jack Noel, Marcus Street, Sam Maunder and Joe Simmons, who added 6 conversions. Even with their try-scoring bonus point, Exeter still finished 7th in the Premiership table, and it is the first time they have missed out on a playoff spot since 2015. Will Evans, Joe Marchant, Aaron Morris, Lewis Linig, Lewis Yaltama and Tyrone Green all crossed the whitewash for Harlequins. Marcus Smith converted 3 of their tries and Tommy Allen won. Twitter. Due to your consent preferences, you're not able to view this. Privacy options. In the other round 26 encounter, Sale Sharks marked the departures of South Africa duo FAF de Klerk and Lou de Jager in perfect fashion as they recorded a 42-19 victory over Bristol Bears at the AJ Bell Stadium. De Klerk has become a fan's favorite, turning out consistently excellent performances over the past 5 years, while de Jager has been a physically imposing athlete throughout his time with the Sharks. Twitter. Due to your consent preferences, you're not able to view this. Privacy options. Injuries have hampered the Springbok Locks' Sale career, but the South African duo were at their best, as the Sharks hammered a forlorn Bristol team. Sale dominated the first half, touching down 4 times through Tom Roebuck, Akker van der Merwe and Cobus Wise's brace. Toby Fricker crossed the whitewash and Nathan Hughes scored a double in the second period to hand Bristol a little consolation, but Sale managed 2 of their own via Dan du Preez and Aaron Reid. In the other round 26 match, Worcester Warriors beat Bath Rugby 43-27 and condemned Bath to a bottom-of-the-table finish. Jamie Shilcock led the way with a hat-trick for the hosts, who also saw Kyle Hatherell, Gareth Simpson and Joe Batley cross. A Will Muir double and Will Stewart's score put Bath in control in the first half, but the Warriors fought back to leapfrog their visitors in the basement.